So I'm sorry, I always overthink this part.
So which one of us goes first? Like if he asks a question?
You're gonna go first.
Her.
Alright, I'll go first each time. There's more than one Boys and Girls Club.
No.
Do I start off with greeting, like say like hi, my name's Lance Moore and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're still gonna say it right after me.
Alright. You'll be like, my name's Kaylee, and I'll be like, my name's Anaya.
You'll say and my name's
And I look at you, right? Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Do I look at the camera? Okay.
I'm not trying to switch.
I say my name and then we say and we
Together?
go to the Boys and Girls Club together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, start. Wait, not yet. We're just practicing. Okay.
Hope I didn't use up my answers.
Commander.
Perfect.
Okay.
Looking at Emily.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to look.
We didn't really talk about it.
All right.
So,
Anything else you want to tell me about the Boys and Girls Club that someone who hadn't come here probably wouldn't know? Or what is a memory about the Boys and Girls Club that you will never forget? What is something that you think is magic about this club? What do you think makes this club special?
It's a safe place. It's, where you can come and feel comfortable to be yourself.
You're influencing your next world leaders, your next CEO, your next lawyer. I mean, you're building kids' lives to be able to go out and enter the community and do something, to be able to make the change that you want to see in the world.
One of the most important things a child or youth can have in their life is a community that loves them. Whether that's our parents, our siblings, our extended family, or a mentor.
We have a story, we have so many stories. Just some kids who you actually see the impact today as adults and what they are able to accomplish because of Boys and Girls Club having been in their life at an early age. It gives me cold chills every time. It gives me cold chills right now just thinking about it. This place is just incredible and the work we do is incredible.
When we first decided to talk about a Boys and Girls Club, there was an absolute need in Southwest Virginia. When we started, we had a very passionate board, and our first activity was to look for an executive director and find a building. We did find this building on 9th Street, and the conundrum was that the building was for sale, we wanted it, but we couldn't start a fundraiser without securing the building. Okay, my name is John Dyer. I'm the founding board president. I helped get the club going, and I was board president probably for a couple of years starting out. So I think the seminal moment for the Boys and Girls Club was when Mr. Lehman next to me came up at a meeting and said, well, I'm going to put my house up as collateral to secure a loan. Anybody want to join me?
I'm Dan Lehman. I was on the initial board as well, and I was the second chairman, I guess, in the early 2000s. It's been so long ago.
And so myself and Bill Hull are with Allstate We signed our names to that, and the rest is history. I think the second seminal event was Mike Wise's involvement in starting the Delta Dental Pro-Am Golf Tournament. That really brought the name of the Boys and Girls Club to Valley.
I'm Mike Wise. I had the pleasure of following Dan and John. I was the third board chair. A friend of mine, Jim Aaron, stopped me at a reception and said, "Are you aware that the Boys and Girls Club is getting ready to start in Roanoke?" And I said very honestly, I said, "Who are the Boys and Girls Club?"
Mike was absolutely key to really stabilizing the club and building the financial foundation from which it could grow, because he had management skill, he had these great community contacts, and he had Delta Dental behind him. Wouldn't be where it is today without his involvement.
I just kind of accidentally fell into it, and what a blessing it was in my life to be part of such a special organization.
When you have it as a mission-driven mindset, what we can do in order to serve as many students as possible.
We're giving them experiences that hopefully will inspire our next great generation of leaders and decision makers, and those that are going to, I think best case scenario, come back right here to Roanoke and continue to make our community great.
I think we've really been able to focus in on those opportunities that allow us to come in and impact a community in a meaningful way.
One of my favorite parts of my job when I'm at the office is when those school buses show up in front of 9th Street, and our young kids, especially the young ones, just because they dart off the bus with their backpacks just pouncing around on their backs as they run down the hill to the doors, and they're greeted by the club staff. Hi, I'm Emily Pinkerton. I'm the Director of Development for Boys and Girls Clubs of Southwest Virginia, and I've been a member of the team for about 1.5 years now.
One of the great things about this office, I hear 19 school buses every day stop, and I hear kids laughing to come in.
There's just so much joy there, and there's hope when you enter those doors, the Boys and Girls Club.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't see the impact that we're doing. My name is Calvin Curry, Director of Operations at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Southwest Virginia, and I've been here now for 11 years. By being here 11 years, I've been able to see kids go from 2nd and 3rd grade to graduating high school seniors. And I've also seen some of the kids who were in our teen center who are now college graduates. And seeing our graduates come back and tell me how much they appreciate what the club has done, that's the highlight of my day.
When I started at the Boys and Girls Club, like I said, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I thought it was after school, a place for kids to go. They probably got a snack, they probably got homework help, and they probably got to play a little bit. I was so wrong. My name is Rebecca Meadows. I am the Director of Programming. I started the Boys and Girls Club in the fall of 2011. Since then, I think I've worked in every club probably, and every type of position in the program side of it.
I tell people, we're not a daycare. We fill that gap for the parent who is not able to pay $80, $90 a week for after-school care.
And I think we're finally starting to recognize as a community that there are more kids that need service than there are service providers.
Well, there's definitely a need. There's a need for all types of after-school programs, but especially the Roanoke Valley, Franklin County, Montgomery County, the Boys and Girls Club is making a positive impact, and it is needed.
I think of Montgomery County at the elementary school for parents who work and have to drive to either Christiansburg or Blacksburg or Roanoke, where they can drop their children off at 6:15 in the morning and go to work.
I mean, really, the Boys and Girls Club, I mean, it fits a need down here that nobody else knows. Like, we have one daycare just on the elementary school level, as far as just this elementary school club's concerned. We have one daycare. The next closest is 35 miles in either direction. So unless you work in that direction, then there is no daycare anywhere else that you can put your kids in.
Hi, my name is Samantha. This is my husband Frank, and this is Isaac. We have 4 other kids, and they all have been members of the Boys and Girls Club.
We also fill that afternoon gap for that parent who may not get off until 5 or 5:30 when they know their kid can go straight from the last period of school straight into one of our clubs and they're safe.
You know, to give parents that peace of mind in a small community.
Security.
And security that it's an unbelievable thing to be a part of.
So the Boys and Girls Club helps us working collaboratively together to fill in that void to provide for those students.
And we're really seeing opportunities for these partnerships to exist out of these church partnerships and then the school systems really taking us on as their preferred after-school provider.
I'm Archie Freeman III. I'm the Chief Academic Officer for Roanoke City Public Schools. This is now currently my 20th year, going to be the 21st here in Roanoke City in the Roanoke Valley. And I currently serve as a board member of the Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Virginia. I became familiar with the Boys and Girls Club a few years ago, serving in the role as the principal at William Fleming High School. In doing so, I also got an opportunity to tour the Boys and Girls Club, see all the offerings, the opportunities, and hear personally from the students how the Boys and Girls Club made a positive impact on their lives. During that time, I believe there was a seat that came open, and Dr. Rita Bishop was the superintendent then, said, I believe you need to serve on something that you know because you like to make impact and make a difference with the students. And at that time, I was given an opportunity to be a part of the board, and still here now. I am one of those people that will stay involved even when my time is up on the board, if they put me off the board. And I say that jokingly, I enjoy it. And I don't speak for just not Roanoke City partnership, but the partnership with all of the Boys and Girls Club in Southwest Virginia is very important. And we can see what our students are doing that actually a part of the Boys and Girls Club, what makes a difference for those that want to be active and participatory from the community.
I believe the church has to find some sort of new structure to fit the structure of families and culture today.
One of our best partnerships right now is actually in Vinton at Vinton Baptist Church. We have an incredible relationship with the town of Vinton. The church there has really taken this on as their cause.
I do a lot of things with the church, whether it's Travis, Whitney, they've all been great. The church itself really enjoys helping us out. They've donated to us financially.
And we're really seeing opportunities for these partnerships to exist. It's just an incredible partnership.
Hi, my name is Whitney Russell, and I am the Associate Pastor at Vinton Baptist Church. I think one of the things as a church, we always want to be missional. That's our word. We want to be missional. We want to go out and we want to serve our community.
My name is Travis Russell, and I'm the senior pastor here at Vinton Baptist Church. We've been here for about 4 years now. Love the Vinton community, the Roanoke Valley, and enjoy the opportunity to do ministry here.
And so a big thing for Travis and I is we wanted partnerships where we were here in our community.
We really began our first conversations during the COVID shutdown. It was a crisis, and we needed a safe place as a community for kids to be able to go, to learn, to develop, to grow.
This is a need that we have in our community. Kids in Vinton aren't provided some of the opportunities in other areas because we don't have care during COVID. And so is this something that we can use our building and use this space to make possible?
And so our church was available for that. We had space that we were willing and happy to offer them, and so we began those conversations. Michelle was a part of that meeting, and we started talking about what would it look like for the Boys and Girls Club to have staff here, to have kids here.
One of the things that was important for us when going into this partnership is we wanted to make sure that we were connecting with people and groups and organizations in our community who are already doing incredible work. So we've got a Meals on Wheels office here and Deliver Meals on Wheels. We have our food pantry, but we also know that there's this need for the kids in our community. And so we were so excited to be able to connect with the Boys and Girls Club.
And it was almost this sense of, we thought you would never ask. This is something that we were hoping for, wanting. and really thankful for the opportunity that Boys and Girls Club would see this as a vital location and would want us to be a part of that partnership.
It makes me proud to know that we are able to help provide a space and a place where kids can go and say, that's my place, this is where I go, this is where I spend my time. And it's fun, and they learn, and they grow, and they're able to connect with us in a unique way that also makes them feel like they're cared for and they're loved. That program went even better than we anticipated. The kids were amazing, that it was just a natural progression for us to move into an after school and summer program in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club.
It has really just been a perfect match for us, and again, it's just really exciting to see organizations like churches and schools, nonprofit organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, all coming together for a common good. It has really felt like we're a team. We're a team that is seeking to work together to provide a safe learning environment for kids in our community, and we're just thankful to be a part of it.
During the pandemic, it became so critically apparent how much our services were needed. Whether you're a Boys and Girls Club, a YMCA, a for-profit daycare provider, a nonprofit church provider, we all had to work together, and we continue to have to work together to serve the number of kids that need to be served in our community.
We're so fortunate at the club to get to see kids learn and grow, and we see that in all types of ways.
Academic success, good character and citizenship, and healthy lifestyles. 3 priority outcomes that we are very intentional about what kids do Monday through Friday.
Yes, we do all 3 of those things, but we are driven to make a change for kids in a really big way.
And our goal here is just one day at a time to improve them.
We're working with them on their homework. We're recognizing kids who are on the A and B honor roll. And we're also seeing kids who are struggling in school. And if they stay with us long enough, we see improvement.
We engage with teachers from the school divisions to provide that academic support.
A teacher would say this kid is struggling in school, and now the teacher is saying, thank you, Boys and Girls Club, for giving this kid help after school.
You know, after being here for a year and actually being able to hear from the teachers, from the principals, from their parents, how much this program has impacted their lives, and see it actually help him in the classroom.
You got to be dedicated, you got to love kids, and you got to want to be there. And it's the same thing with education. It's a calling. So the kids that have been there, students, I won't say kids, the young adults that have been there, have been very positive in their outcomes.
And to see a kid take pride in going from a C to a B or a B to an A, great to see those stories.
So the summer program was a 7-week-long program. The kids would come in as early as 7:30 in the morning and they'd leave at 6 p.m. at night. We would run all different types of activities with them throughout the day, whether it be art, we do some STEM activities.
And what can we do to enhance programs even in the summertime that would take them to the next level as an extension from the school year and better prepare them for the next year?
Definitely being able to swim for 3 hours, getting to, have fun with their friends. They definitely had a great time in that, so that was a lot of fun.
We bring in community partners to teach dance and music and cultural programming, and we have college students that come in and teach robot theater. and lots of fun things. The kids, they may only be thinking about it as that fun hour every Tuesday at 4, but it all ties into these really big goals we have to advance our kids to where they want to be in life and what they deserve in life.
Do you like to draw and do art?
Sometimes. I've always wondered what was in here whenever me and my parents would come and ride past here, because outside it kind of looks like a art piece. Well, when I was seeing the art, I was kind of amazed, and like whenever you see it, it's kind of like a different piece of information that you see, and then each time you see it, you see even more of it. When I saw all the art pieces, it kind of made me wonder if I would be able to like make something that good someday.
I mean, when a kid gets to go somewhere that they don't normally get to go to, I mean, they're a little nervous at first, but then all of a sudden, once they see how fun it is, I mean, face lights up, all their energy's there, and then they're just like ready to have fun.
They inspire us to do the unthinkable and like do the things that other people would think that they wouldn't be able to do.
You lead for the success of students and not the comfort of adults. So I stick with, what are we doing to make sure students are successful? What can we do to better our kids when they come there while we have them for that short period of time?
So our hope is that every child and their families that walk through the door at any Boys and Girls Club here in Southwest Virginia feel the warmth, they feel the support, and that they know that the club is here for them. It's the thing that makes it different. It's the thing that kids get excited for. The thing that makes Boys and Girls Club magic is the people, the staff who are here because they love your kids. They love our kids.
What do you think makes it special?
The staff members.
But that's the magic of the Boys and Girls Club, is this really beautiful group of people from all different walks of life with different experiences, different beliefs, different viewpoints that they bring together in this one place. And it just all comes together in this really amazing way.
What is something that you guys will never forget about the Boys and Girls Club?
Probably the amazing teachers that go here.
What is something that you guys will never forget about the Boys and Girls Club?
The staff.
What is so special about the staff?
I don't know, it's like as I've been here longer, I start to get close with the staff. They're nice, cool, really chill. Miss Chloe got me to like get out of my shell, kinda, cause like right now I wouldn't be doing this interview or any interview, and I was like super shy.
I would think how much they can get you to learn, and they can teach you good stuff. Being able to let all your feelings out and expressing your feelings. Something that's inside that you can't keep it for long, you can just tell them, and they'll talk to you.
How does it feel to have an adult that you can talk to like that?
Good. It feels good. Happy.
Oh, Mr.
I got
Canio.
a really cool teacher.
Same.
Well, I think Boys and Girls Club is where I really started like feeling heard and feeling like I had people around me to support me. And because Nash she was really supportive through all that, and she's really made a huge impact on my life, just as far as knowing that she's always been there and making me feel heard and making me feel important.
I love Miss Shay so much because when I was in first grade, she helped me, and she kind of helped me try to like find friends out. And she'd always say like, "Hi Lily, how was your day?" And she was kind of the one that helped me kind of start to get talking, because since I didn't really have that many friends, I feel like, okay, I at least have this one person who can help me while I'm here to kind of figure things out.
These are my favorite Boys and Girls Club moments. Mr. Antonio is the best at making jokes. He's a guy you can talk to just automatic. He's like one of the closest ones over here. Mr. Brian at his beats, Miss Nisi at her just being fun. They're all heroes. I hope one day I can be a staff here too. I get to see kids grow up like how I do. It makes me feel like I'm doing something important and good. That's why I love coming to Boys and Girls Club.
I have a wall in my office that I call my wall of fame, and over 11 years it's been built off of kids that have come back.
Mm-hmm. So okay. I'm sorry, I always overthink this part. Do I start off with green and say hi, my name's Lawrence Moore and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a couple of students that have went through the program that have been very successful, and I believe even come back and has been doing some work at the Boys and Girls Club.
So, my name is Lawrence Moore. I am a freshman at James Madison University, majoring in biophysical chemistry, and I was a club member starting from my very first day at kindergarten through my graduation day of senior year. But everybody at the Boys and Girls Club calls me Juice.
Yeah, just tell me about how, when you first started at Boys and Girls Club, and then tell me how you got your nickname.
I can't discuss how I got my nickname.
Oh, you can't?
No, I do not tell people that. You could probably ask my mom, and she'll probably get it out of you. But I cannot do that.
Okay, how Juice got his nickname. So when Juice was a baby, he had these thick, juicy legs. They were like little voles in them, like ham hocks. And all of my friends were like, you should nickname him Bubba. And I was like, I'm not nicknaming my baby Bubba. But he was the juiciest baby ever. The little chocolate dream, my baby. You should probably cut this out or else I'm gonna be in trouble as a parent. I'm just saying. My name is Marie Moore. I am the Outcomes Manager for Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Virginia. I started as a volunteer, and that was because I was a parent and I don't know you people. So I need volunteers so I can scope you out, because you don't leave the children with just anyone. My son was in kindergarten and I needed a place for him to go after school. So I volunteered so I could get to know the people in the organization. I've been with the organization for almost 12 years now.
Being a club kid was kind of like a second home for me.
When I say that this feels like home, it feels like home because literally that's what it is. Like this is where my children have been like their entire life. It was like I had an additional family for my child.
And having that type of bond with the people that are here was very special to me. By the time that I graduated, it's kind of hard for me to accept the fact that I'm not going to be a club kid anymore. So when I came back to be youth development staff to my first graders, it kind of was a challenge for me. But my ultimate goal was to it taught me how to be patient with them. When certain things may have happened, I had to take a step back and how would Mr. Juice react, or how should I react to it.
Are you okay?
I had a lot of respect for the youth development professionals that I had when I was their age. But my ultimate goal was to recreate the club experience that I had to give to my first graders. Can I give a little backstory around it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if I'm being honest, if I didn't have anybody that really listened to me, like the Whitey P's here, I probably wouldn't be sitting in front of you today having this conversation. So, I'm sorry, I haven't talked about this in a while. I remember growing up with so much internalized homophobia. I was bullied and teased when I was younger. And it was kind of very hard for me to open up about it, but...
we were concerned because, okay, you've got this one kid now and he's about to go to college and he's super smart and you want to be able to give him everything that, he deserves and for the world to be open to him.
So really embracing my authenticity was very hard for me. I remember I've always known that I was gay, and then going into December of quarantine there in the summer, I felt a lot of shame. So I texted our other OU director, Mr. Ben, who I've been close to throughout, and I told him everything that was going on, and he didn't even send a lengthy response. He was like, "Okay, you want to go meet up for ice cream so we can talk about this?" Well, I explained everything that was going on to him, and then again he reinforced to me that I'm a beautiful specimen, and nobody can ever take that away from me. But it felt really good to have someone who was simply just there to listen. So I think with the club, it's the small moments and the small connections. So that's why I feel like it's important to make those connections with the kids that come here. It was important for me to do that because we never know what somebody else is going through, and that split second and that one moment where you're building a connection with somebody ultimately might save their life, which is what happened with me.
He's all the best parts of me and my husband. He's one of the sweetest, most considerate people. He always puts the needs of others before himself. To see him with the little kids that he worked with here, it cracks me up that they actually call him Mr. Juice. That is hilarious. But to see him work with the kids in first grade, just to see him interact with his peers, to see the way he is with his younger sister, he's a really good guy. He really is.
And he's driven. Anytime you have a student that's driven, ambitious, has a vision, they can achieve it.
This year they had the Youth of the Year competition, and he went first. And then after he did his interviews, he straight up went back to coach the other kids and to give them an idea about, what kind of questions they were going to have and help them get their answers together. But that's Juice. That's him. That's who he is. He helps people out. He's so sweet and so considerate. And I have no idea where a kid that sweet came from because I'm nowhere near that nice. I most certainly would not have done that because competition is everything. Let me tell you, and he's not the only one. Yeah. We've had so many kids. As a matter of fact, Mr. Antonio's got a youth development staff over there right now. Passion Purdy, she was one of our Youth of the Years.
And I look at you, right? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, hello, my name is Passion Purdy. I'm 21 years old. And how I got into the Boys and Girls Club was my mom passed away, and I was raised in foster care, so I had a foster mom, and I love her to death. But I wasn't really a social butterfly, so she was like, yeah, let's get you in the Boys and Girls Club, and let's get you out, let's get you having fun, let's get you new experiences. It started getting so much better. I found family in the staff, it was a safe haven for me. It was very much home, and at the time I was going through a hard choice, a hard life decision in my life at that time. So coming here really helped bring that out of me. I was able to talk to people. I felt at home. The staff was just amazing. I made new friends that I never thought I was going to be able to make, because at the time I wasn't good at making friends either. So I felt very home here, and I love it here. I honestly didn't think that I would come back to work here, and then I just called Michelle one day. Love her to death. Oh my God, that is my rock. That is my safe haven. That is my mom at this point. She's my mom at this point. And I was like, hey, I need a job, and I love working with kids. What can we do? So I just applied, and Mr. Cowan was like, yes, I remember you. And I was like, thank you for remembering me. I love it.
It was just a full circle moment. I feel like it was only right to, serve people that served me as I was younger and had a big, major impact on my life. Well, my name is Nisi English, and I started working for the Boys and Girls Club about 2 years ago. But I also was a member at the Boys and Girls Club when I was in elementary school. Yeah. I felt like it was my due diligence to come back and, do the same for the people that did for me.
And the reason why I'm really back here is because I really do enjoy kids.
What I enjoy most about teaching here is just the kids and seeing how much of an impact and influence that you can have on kids.
I really love working with kids. I definitely want strength. I don't want them to think that they have to be alone in this, because that's what I felt like until I came here. I know what that feels like, because I was homeless at a young age too. Like, I know what it feels like to be struggling. I know what it feels like to not want to ask for help. I know what it feels like to worry about, you know, if my kid tells them this, like, they could be taken away. Like, I understand that. So I want them to feel like there's somebody here for them, no matter the situation, no matter nothing. I just want them to know that I'm here.
Everybody needs somebody who cares, and I feel like just what can you do to make a positive change in their life? I feel like that's my responsibility. Like, each and every day, what can I do to make at least one student feel like, hey, she saw me, or hey, she helped me with what I needed, or hey, she gave me positive advice. I think that's very family and friend-like and home-like, because not a lot of jobs do that. And I feel like that is what makes the club. The club is just having very friendly staff, hands-on staff, and a very friendly, fun environment. I think that's what this club definitely gives off.
So first question is always easiest. Just tell me you guys' name.
Amaya.
My name is Alexis. When you first joined the Boys and Girls Club, did you really know a lot of people? I knew some of them, I'm pretty sure. When I first made a friend here,
like, I didn't know who to talk to. There was like so many. When I first met Alexis, it was like I was kind of like scared, and I was so shy at that time. Then we was talking and stuff.
We just like talked for a little bit, and they asked me, and I said yes.
I'd say it's adventurous to, like, you know, make new friends. We met and we just became friends.
And just the friend factor of it, because I remember being nervous that I wouldn't have any friends or anything, and then I came here and I was like, you know what, I worried for nothing. I have all my friends.
The time when, like, I had, like, making friends, and, you know, I mean, for some people, yeah, it was easy for me to make friends.
When I found them, I felt happy. I came home, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I found a group of friends. I was excited.
I play games sometimes with my friends. You know, I communicate sometimes, trying to make new friends.
I definitely do feel like we have a community of people here, because I feel like we've all come from, like, maybe a similar situation.
Just making friends and having fun.
What is something that you guys will never forget about the Boys and Girls Club?
My friends.
My favorite thing is spending time with my friends.
The friends and stuff.
Friends and all the unique people. I can make lots of friends here, like her. What about you, Zanaya?
Did you guys make friends here at Boys and Girls Club?
Yep.
I'm not trying to see it.
Yeah. Guys, she does not want you touching her necklaces.
No, I be her friend. He doesn't want to be my friend. He said that like 10 bajillion times not to be my friend. 10 billion. Get away! We're not your friend anymore, Ashton.
Real quick, what it means to be friends?
Being nice to them and giving them toys. Sometimes.
What else do you think it means to be friends with somebody?
Be nice to them. Be goofy. And treat them they want to be treated. Stop, you're gonna break it. I got friends here. What you doing? Me. Hello. What are you doing? And I'll have this. And I
What, you're my friend?
I mean, I'm Ashton's friend. Wait, I'll just wait, he said you weren't his friend. This is my friend. And he's my friend. And he's my friend. And that person right behind you is my friend, Ashton. Oh, wait, Ashton. Wait, I'll just friend. I mean, I'm Ashton's friend.
So we do have our Power of Moments fundraiser. I know in the past it's always been called the Feeding the Kids First Dinner. Same concept, except we knew we couldn't have our club kids face-to-face last year because of the pandemic. And so we made a switch, and Will is working on closer to a feature-length film for us this year about the club and the impact that this organization has made in our community.
I like Fridays because we get to watch movies.
Telling the stories of our club kids through video and audio. And so we are going to continue that for our 25th anniversary on a bigger scale.
What's your favorite movie?
And this year's event is going to be just as good, if not better. I'm really excited. All right, I'm done talking.
Do you think this is going to be your favorite movie that we're making now?
How long is it?
I think it's actually almost over.
Can we see it?
I'll show it to you soon.
One of the most important things a child or youth can have in their life is a community that loves them. Whether that's our parents, our siblings, our extended family, or a mentor. One of the things that Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Virginia does so well is providing mentors. People who can walk alongside, encourage, teach, and support our youth to be the best people that they can be.
What is something that makes the Boys and Girls Club, what do you think is something that makes this place special?
It's 25 years old.
Happy 25th anniversary, Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Virginia. I am so proud of you all and the amazing work you're doing in our city and throughout this region.
We are so incredibly fortunate to be celebrating 25 years this year. I don't know that we can express it enough to you that we wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for each of you around the room.
My hope is that as Boys and Girls Club is celebrating 50 years as an organization, that by that time we will be able to celebrate 25 years of our partnership with them.
Boys and Girls Club plays an important role in the development of our young people. It is a need. We need Boys and Girls Club because of the mission and the vision of wanting to prepare our students, but also wanting the students to be able to give back. And there are people that really believe in the Boys and Girls Club vision, and I'm one of those people, and I'm glad to serve.
You know, there's just so many positive things when you're here. It's a great place to be. You get to watch these kids succeed and grow and be happy. So I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you for making a difference in the lives of our children and in our youth, and to all of the adults who serve as mentors. Thank you for your time that you give to build relationships with our youth.
And that's pretty incredible, the power that you guys have had to affect change in kids' lives for 25 years.
And you feel it. You feel it when you walk into the clubs. And you can't help but smile when you think about it. You can't help but smile when you walk in. And that's what I hope every one of our kids, every one of our family members, and our team feel when they're at the club.
It's not only something that you'll remember the rest of your life, it's something that they will remember, and it may change the way they think about themselves and their own future.
But if honestly, this is me being honest, I feel like it really changed my life for the better. I am literally walking proof why it's important to support the Boys and Girls Club.
I don't really know how else to put it.
Honestly, I don't know what it would have been like without the Boys and Girls Club.
Because they were just there for me through everything. They were there, like when my mom passed, they were there for me when I graduated. And they just really helped me pull myself out of a really dark place and help me come into the light. Like, I really do appreciate them.
We have a story, we have so many stories. Just some kids who you actually see the impact today as adults and what they are able to accomplish because of Boys and Girls Club having been in their life at an early age.
So go to the Boys and Girls Club in America. Bye.
Thanks, girls. That was awesome. Thank you guys.
Welcome.